Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Off-play action. Olsen. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll try the left side. It's Fuller. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
At the 47-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
And to throw on 3rd down, Duncan. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Off the play fake, Duncan. Escaping. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Off play action. Duncan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Duncan. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a slant hold in by Ruggs. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now whistles here. I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They will run the draw with Jacobs. He's up to about the 37. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, Olsen. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st down, it's Reynolds. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
His kick is good.
And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Raiders, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something they can't continue with. To go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and...
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Olsen. That'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week. Yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies. That discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw again, Duncan. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And the Titans' 1st down.
Operating from the gun, Duncan. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Smith, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this 1st quarter. Throwing again, Duncan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. These two teams all tied after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Duncan. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Duncan. Smith catches left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Tennessee.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Touchdown.
Jonnu Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Titans 14, Raiders 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The tackle made by Jayon Brown brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Going deep here. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 51 yards. Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Duncan got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
21.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? And got his man complete! And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they can take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
On 1st and 10, Duncan flushed out right. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Duncan. That's caught on the right side at Smith. Duncan, a short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Duncan forced out to his left. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 49 yards. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
By the offense.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Duncan. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. A terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was very easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long because remember they also lose a down on the grounding call. off the play fake. Olsen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long, running from the gun with Henry. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Duncan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Olsen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Olsen will let this go deep for Ruggs. This is going